What's up, everybody? It's me, Balin on one, and for those of you who don't know, also Thrust Balin. This is KWEGing episode number 4. Now, for those of you who don't know, KWEGing stands for Kill with Enemy Guns. It's one of my favorite series to do. It really shows two things. One, that I can kill anybody with any gun. Two, any gun is actually a good gun. It's not always the gun that's bad, it's you that's bad. So, I always, for every week, will be taking user submissions on what gun class setup you want me to use. This week's comment was a really annoying one, I guess you could say, because he gave me a lot of things on there that I couldn't really do. So to start off, really was the SWAT with the FMJ and the multi-millimeter scan actually don't stack, so I can't use one or the other. So I just decided, well, I'm going to take the worst choice and I'm going to use the multi-millimeter scan, because if I used FMJ, it would really give me an advantage over everything else. So I used multi-millimeter scan, silencer, and a stock. Now, why I took the stock over the FMJ perk is because I told you they couldn't stack. Is because I figured if you want to see skill, the best way to show people skill is to take the worst perk. You know, things that are used less obviously are going to show that maybe you have more skill. Now, there was also another problem, is this class setup suggested I use Ghost. I actually did not have Ghost unlocked at the time. Now, I figured because this class setup only had about 6 points of COD points to spend on perks and weapons and attachments, I figured the really best approach would be to use lightweight, because I mean, I only had 5 points to spend, or spent in the guns altogether, and I really wanted to get some sort of points that would really help me do a little better on this, because I'm not going to take the insane path where people are going to suggest, oh hey, just use an SMG, nothing else. Well, no, I mean, obviously I'm not in real life going to go run that class. I'm going to run with other perks, attachments, and, sidearms. So give me a class setup that you think would be best suited, and I ask that you try to get at least 7 or 8 points towards whatever it is. But please note that I'm not doing any riot shield, crossbow, or ballistic knife. And I'm also not taking any lethal grenades, because that'll be reserved for another time. Really, when the series takes off, maybe I'll start doing like, oh yeah, I'll do C4 this week. But for the most part, I wanted to talk about why all these swaps are involved, is because in the score right now, I'm not going to tell you what the score is. When I'm doing these things, it's really hard to get these gameplays. But I'm determined, I'm really focusing, I'm really pushing myself to get it. But when a gameplay takes me 20 tries to try to get one gameplay, I kind of start getting a little frustrated, and I'll swap out every once in a while. But I'm not going to do it into the extreme extent where, like, the gun suggested was the SWAT, so I'm going to go to an SMG instead. No, if I see the comment and it's written the way it is, I will use the main things. However, small things that can be swapped out, like Ghost, I'm going to swap out. So I'm also going to be avoiding using lethal kill streaks. You'll see in this video that I have my lethal kill streaks on, which my care package and my hunter killer drone. So what I did is, I actually did get this once through the entire gameplay, and I just threw it away. I took the hunter killer drone, I threw it against the wall, and the care package, I just chucked it outside the map so nobody would get it. But it's really focusing around killing with enemy guns, because everybody's going to recommend the gun that's going to make my life a living hell. But the whole point is that I have to get the majority of my kills through enemy guns. So that's the best method I can really take to improve my gameplay, and as well as meet the needs of you guys. So I'm going to really be aiming to do about 2 of these a week, because I think it's really fun. I've been playing free-for-all now more for my free time, because it's way more challenging. I'm getting better at the game again, because I'm actually challenging myself to play free-for-all, and I'm really enjoying that. So I'm going to be trying to get about 2 of these a week. So this week's comment can be anything except for an assault rifle class weapon. It could be anything you guys want, except for the mentioned guns before. And so there was this update with the Elgato software. The capture card I use to record is the Elgato Game Capture HD. It's a fantastic capture card. I honestly think it's one of the best now, except for live streaming. It's really good with live streaming, has a lot of potential, but there's other capture cards that could live stream better. But they're getting there. They're getting really close to almost perfecting it. And one of the things they did with the new software update is they added automatic streaming to Twitch, as well as they added a live commentary feature, which I didn't know about, guys. And it's so awesome, because for 2 reasons. One, I thought it was just a live streaming thing. When you were live streaming, you could add in your microphone, when in reality, it'll now pick it up with the gameplay. So on top of that is, I've been doing a funny voice trolling, and it's been working out pretty well. And the other reason why is because now the live commentary thing means I can troll a lot better with my friends. And for those of you who don't know, I mean, I like trolling every once in a while. It's a bunch of fun, but sometimes I miss, recording, and I can't get my voice on there, I guess you could say, because the synchronization with the capture card, my software, and Audacity is really bad for me. I'm not that great at perfecting it. So, you know, with that new feature, it all includes it in one giant thing, and it's amazing to me because that means one video stream is everything you need, and that's why the Elgato, in my opinion, is like now the best. So, yeah. Guys, also, for those of you who are paying attention, we're starting up a new channel, which is basically just focused around commentaries, podcasting, those late night commentaries, the weird thoughts of the day, random thoughts, and things like that. And they're all going to go on there because I want to reserve triggers for doing this series now. So, if you want, I will have a link to the secondary channel in the description. Go subscribe to that if you really are interested. And on top of that, it's just going to be much more fun because that's going to be a place for intellectual discussion. The series are going to be here, but they're more for catering to the audience of the younger who don't really want to think outside the box too much. They just want to watch the series, want to have a laugh, or they want to see somebody skilled play. So if you want, go subscribe there, and there'll be much more videos uploaded. It'll be just about the same in terms of how many, but I'm going to have a blast doing it, and we're also going to be putting the podcast on there. So guys, please write your comments for next week, anything you want except for the guns I mentioned and no assault rifles. And I really love you guys. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoy.